Hey air signs. Air signs Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You're here for your cosmic weather report. We're talking about the week of November 30th, also known as the first week of December. And this is what's going on in the cosmic happenings. So we've talked about this. The full moon in Gemini, an air sign, and happening right now as I'm recording this video, and reaching its fullness and sort of the release of the pressure point or the pressure intensity as I'm experiencing it as of 1 a.m. Monday, which is for me is tonight. I might be awake until then, maybe not, maybe so. But today and tonight is when I'm really feeling this, although tomorrow is Monday, Moon Day. And continuing with the full moon, I anticipate that our feelings will be really running high even into tomorrow. But I do think we'll get some relief, which may come in the form of tears, actually, for some of us. You're saying maybe not you. Maybe you will cry, air sign. You might. It might be healing. I think we're up for some healing weather. Let's talk about that. So, before I go there, okay, this thing is happening with your ruler, Gemini. Mercury has moved into Sagittarius, where it's in opposition to your sign and in opposition to our destiny point that is in Gemini right now, the north node of the moon. Also, then we know that the moon is in Gemini, but as Mercury moves into Sagittarius, there is not a direct opposition there, but I will say that it's pulling on oppositional energies. And I've been talking to some of the other signs about how our own words can be used against us. And I think that this is coming up with this Mercury moving through Sagittarius in opposition to everything that we have going on in Gemini, which is really namely the destiny point. What does this mean to you? Something really specific just came through for Earth signs in this last video. Really, this is about your relationship to yourself and the words that you use in your self-talk and in how you describe yourself, or even would label yourself when you're communicating with other people. So the question or the encouragement I was offering was to consider how your own words have harmed you, or even have they been used against you by other people, but they were your words. And thinking about impact, bringing impact versus intention to the table here, and then maybe even beginning to understand that the words that you are using to describe yourself, the words that you use for the narratives that you have running, may actually be sorely lacking in intentionality. And I understand that you have many things that you are passionate about. Fairness is important. There's a lot that you're working on. You are sincerely a value add to the world. I'm so happy you're here. But I wonder about some of the words that you're using, particularly when you are talking about or thinking about you and what you've been through. So I'm inviting you to bring awareness to your words and to focus some amount of energy on mindfulness with the words that you use when you're thinking or talking about yourself. And then also to avoid getting into any kind of trap where someone is in a position to use your words against you. You are allowed to change your mind. Remember that. Okay, you got that. Okay. Some relief. Some relief around some of the drama with romance or love is available to you later this week. And I'm feeling really good about Thursday, December 3rd, or really especially for Libra, I'm feeling December 4th, Friday, Venus Day for you. Venus is your ruler. I love it so much. I love date night. If you are single, treating yourself to a date night and doing some intentional thinking and supportive affirmations or music or something around the idea or the experience of, rather, love and what that means for you. and really showing up for yourself or your partner in this very loving vibration that is committed to and interested in healing some of the past wounds that have been harming you in relationship to yourself and relationship to other. Okay, here is what else I got down for air signs. Communication. So this is like, I don't know, this is sort of the themes or the words that were coming through. I just jotted this all down in sort of this mad writing. Automatic writing for sure, but it felt like it kind of took over when I was trying to do something a bit more structured. But here's what came through. Communication, research, gathering information, and sharing information without gossip or conjecture. So what you're sharing is not pure if it's combined with gossip or conjecture. And that's probably connected to how your words could be used against you. So keep that in mind if you want to eliminate some of the potential for your words to be used against you later down the line, ensure that you are not mixing in gossip or conjecture when you are communicating what you have researched or information that you have gathered. I think that makes sense. Okay. Openness to flexibility, variety, putting energy toward taking care of our close networks. I'm seeing a literal neighborhood. I'm also seeing like a network of people. It's like, I guess you would call it a group. I might even say it's just like the little connections that I see just coming out of you, connecting you to all sorts of different people, not just from one group, but there may be like a literal group that you're a part of, a networking group. And I'm curious about what could be going on there, and if there is something to sort of clean up or a better way that you could show up there. Diplomacy, the vibration of diplomacy, using energy to focus on what is fair, using energy to consider how communication, diplomatic communication, can help people to understand and hear you. I know Libra's really good at that, and I'm inviting everyone else to think about that too. Which is not the same as people pleasing. It's really not. There are sometimes ways that you can communicate differently, smoother, more effectively without selling yourself out. And we should use the energy to do that so that people can hear us if we really do want to cooperate. And hey, cooperation did make the list. Here's what's next. Okay, using energy to focus on what is actually fair, taking time to consider impact versus intention. So the intention may be to be fair. We may be really invested in fairness, but let's take a look at the actual impact our actions and words have had and take a look at that again. Is it actually fair? It was a great idea. Is it actually fair? Okay. And then cooperation, partnerships, and then considering the health of all beyond borders and the health of you, your health. Understand that your health, physical, mental, emotional, and energetic, fits into the big picture. It truly is a part of the big picture of global health, and it is absolutely worth prioritizing. Release disappointments to allow for the experience of genius, either to come through you or to be observed by you. So there is so much that needs to shift. Yes, there's so much going on that is harmful and hurtful. Yes, yes, yes. You've done some really good work. Aquarius has done some great work here, but we all have been noticing what's going wrong and is deeply flawed about our society and the state of humanity and the state of the planet. I could go on, but right now the invitation is to, with that understanding, with the understanding of what has actually transpired and with the understanding of what is harmful, moving toward genius and letting genius ideas come through that are going visionary genius ideas that are going to revolutionize our experience. letting them come through, because we're releasing the attachment to disappointment, and we're releasing the attachment to being shocked and appalled. It's getting boring. We've talked about it. No more wow, no more whoa, look at this, no more shock value. At least not in the places where the people that you are communicating with have already gone through that experience. They do not need to be repeatedly shocked when they've already gotten the benefit of having that shock and understanding that we need the change. So where it makes sense, releasing that attachment to just how fucking alarmed and appalled you are, letting that go and making room for genius. At least one of you watching this is the actual visionary genius, and I need you to bring it. Please. There's only so much energy we have, and so I would love for you to use some of your energy to bring some genius through, some solutions, some visionary, revolutionary, liberating genius ideas. Thank you so much. I know that's a lot of pressure, but I'm not really actually asking you to change the world tomorrow. I'm asking you to open up and have space to hold those ideas by making room. And some of you may observe it and then be a part of a movement that brings it to the forefront. So you'll spot it, and not everyone else will know what it is, but you will. I love that about you who's watching this. Bring that new vision forth. Use energy and focus for solutions. Yes, air sign. Thank you. Bye-bye.